Hello, welcome to the short video on the IBM DB2 SQL Performance Analyzer for z/OS, also known as SQLPA. This video will cover how to analyze SQL statements prior to binding them into a program or package. If you have already watched other SQLPA videos, or if this is your first, SQLPA provides extensive performance analysis prior to processing your queries. Before I enter the SQL statement into a program, I want to make sure that it both costs and performs within my organizational parameters. In this example, I'll be utilizing menu option 1, Basic DB2 SQL Processing, and then 3, Process SQL from a sequential dataset or PDS member. I will then edit the PDS member so I can directly enter SQL into the dataset and then test it dynamically. The query limits report will display warnings when the warning parameters are exceeded. The notifications are presented when your query exceeds one or more of the limits set for normal resource use. The installation team chooses and sets high watermarks for CPU, I/O, elapsed time, overall monetary costs, and queue units. The identifier within the column labeled CEIQ with the dollar symbol coincides with the columns on the right. In this example that you see here, the query has exceeded both physical I/O and queue units. The maximum levels from the SQLPA system parameters are shown below. So now let's access SQLPA, edit a dataset, and then run the explain. As I mentioned, I will be accessing option 1 and then option 3. The dataset name that I'm using was created in Spoofy and just contains an SQL statement. Since I am in the process of writing SQL for a new program, I want to make sure that it runs within the organization's parameters. I'll just accept the dataset name and use the edit option to edit the dataset. Here is the SQL in the dataset. I'll just simply delete it. And then I'll insert 8 rows to accommodate for the new SQL statement. With the 8 new rows, I'll simply paste in my new query. I'll go back into the explain. At this point, I really don't need to go any further. I can see that the queue units value was exceeded, so I may want to perform some what-if analysis to determine what I can do to reduce that resource value. For additional information on SQLPA, please contact your IBM z/OS specialist or Rocket Software Solution Advisor. You can also view additional videos which target use cases, what-if scenarios, access path comparison, and the integration with other DB2 products. Thank you for watching.